Hey guys, this is gonna be super duper scuffed, but I want to come out with this because I know a lot of people are gonna call me like an RMTer since I haven't streamed for 2 days, and I'm gonna be logging back in with a Mageblood. But I've had the flu for 2 days. I've slept like 20 plus hours in 2 days. Um, it's been more like 25, but I did some Hideout Warrior stuff when I was in the bed on my laptop, and I have some footage to show from that on what I did in those 2 days. I did farm up almost like half the currency from the first few days doing ROG mainly and some 2 gen. I have a bunch of artifacts still. ROG's been a bunch of fun. And I was going to make the Poison Spark and go into the Atlas and start the Atlas memories and stuff that I said I was. But then I got the flu, yeah. So I've just decided to go back to Hideout Warrior and get a Mageblood before they skyrocket because I'm scared that they will with the league numbers going down. As well as I think Headhunter got nerfed a bit from the Arch Nemesis change, sadly. So it might be a Mageblood league. I just wanted to grab it early on, and then I'm going to start saving up for Poison Spark now. But I have some clips to show you guys on what I did to earn the extra, I don't know, I think it was like another 100 divines or so. I'd actually lost money on a few of the crafts that you'll see. But overall, I did make enough because I got really lucky with a Fizzbow that I'll show you in the clips. So let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, so this is actually going to be way more scuff than I thought because I forgot to save the audio from the clips that I took. But basically, I just wanted to show like the stages of my inventory. I have an Ashes here that I bought for about 11 divines, and then I divine orbed it and was able to push it up to a 20 divine Ashes, and then I started buying bows off of trade. I put live searches up. Basically, if it was like T2 flat, fire, cold, or lightning on a good base, like a spine bow or a thicket bow, I would buy it and use some essences until I hit something pretty sellable. And then I also have these claws that I was sniping off trade as well. Basically just live searching, and then I would throw essences at it. The 30% attack speed ones I actually made myself, though. I made them on stream, basically Zeal Essence, then the new Fracturing Orb. And then I would just try to make some good claws. I actually lost money on these claws, though. I think only one of them I profited, and it was barely anything at all. So that was unfortunate. The problem is, I don't recommend doing really high level crafts like this early league. I've learned my lesson, I think, for 3 leagues now. These just don't sell, and because there's no buyers, and also, unless it's like an absolutely ridiculous claw. But anyway, also I was buying essences off of trade and flipping them with Harvest Life Force. And I would use the Hatred, Anger, and Wrath for crafting bows and claws, and then the others I would try to sell. So that's like kind of what I would do. I would flip them with Life Force, sell the essences I don't need that are still good, but then use the ones that are good on the bows. And these bows sell to like the people playing like Grimrose build, Firegrass's build. The claws sell to Venom Gyre players. So that was kind of the goal here, but it didn't go as planned with some of these though. Alright, so I think this is the second update I wanted to give. Again, the audio was lost. Here, this 2 divine. I think I bought this for 1 divine off trade, hit it with a couple of essences. I hit attack speed on the essence, and then I crafted crit. And I don't think this would be profit on average. I did, because it is like an Imperial bow base, but you know, I got lucky there, so 1 divine, probably not much profit. The other bow, I hit with an essence, hit T4 cold, and hit attack speed on a spine bow base, so that's why I think it might sell for 6. And I think it eventually did sell for like 4, so I definitely did not make as much as I wanted off of it. But this bow I got very lucky on. I essenced Anger. You know, I'm buying these bows off of trade, like I said, when they pop up. So T2 cold, I bought off trade Fractured, spine bow base, 82 plus item level, I think, or maybe 81 plus is what you usually want to aim for. But I hit T2 lightning on the essence, and then I used an Ashling. So I craft prefixes cannot be changed, and I Ashling for 40 chaos. And then I got crit, and then I crafted attack speed after blocking frenzy for the unveil, and then I slammed with an exalted orb to try to hit Dex. Or sorry, I try to hit anything useful. Dex is okay, I guess, for Omni. But yeah, not ideal. It would be great to hit like crit multi there, but unlucky. I think this one sold eventually for 13 divines with only like probably like 4 or 5 divines investment. So pretty good there. What else do I show in this clip? I might go over the claws, I'm not sure. I think I give like an update on the currency tab. Yeah, so 48 divines, and then the essences, like I said, I'm still re-rolling essences with harvest, and then when I get essences that are useful for crafting bows and claws, I decide to stop on those and then sell the rest. Ashes is not selling. I don't think it sells till the next day, but yeah, so there's an update there. All right, so I think in this clip I wanted to provide an update. I don't think anything really changed here besides I hit this thicket bow, got pretty lucky on this. I bought T1 Fire, fractured off of trade for 1 Divine when it popped up, used Wrath Essences and hit T2, and then I used an Ashling for the suffix and crafted attack speed and slammed crit multi, so I got really lucky there. I thought this was going to be about 28 divines, I'll be honest, and I actually did get an offer for 26 divines, but I was asleep when I got the message, and I waited all day the next day while I was sick in bed. I would like turn my headphones up to high volume so I would hear like a trade DM while I was like delirious in bed. And I never got one besides that 28 offer, or maybe it was like 26 offer. And so I eventually had to sell it for like 12 divines, I think, because there's just no buyers, and I really wanted to buy an apothecary. And so yeah, so I ended up selling this one for like 12 div. I think the total value of this tab now is like around 100 divines, but I lost money on 2 of the crafts. I think I lost money on this one actually in the end, even though I could have made big profit if I actually was awake for when that one guy messaged me. Just the harsh life of hideout warriors that you do need to be awake and waiting for trades. So yep, but anyway, let's get to the next clip, which is the most exciting part of the video. All right, so in this clip, I actually decided to go for a fizz bow because there are some people switching to physical, like tornado shot at this point in the league once they have Omni, and I actually hit a +2 arrow fracture, and so I loaded up some jagged fossils here. I think I was messaging people, so this guy was selling. Oh yeah, deafening essence of contempt, because I was going to contempt essence and do like, because there weren't many contempt essences listed on trade, so I tried to buy the ones that were available on trade. As you see, my currency pile is diminishing because I was investing a lot in the crafting, and also this bow ate up a lot of currency. It took me 2 attempts on the fracture, which even then was like, I don't even know, like 8 divines or something spent, because the base is like 1 divine. So I joined this guy's hideout and I trade him for some essences, and then I actually, um, I actually, I think he ignored me or something, but I went for the jagged fossil spam, and on the 3rd jagged fossil, or maybe it was the 4th one, I hit tempered merciless, so T2 T1 fizz, which is, if you didn't know, that's a 1 in 8,400 essence. I mean, jagged fossil. And at this point, I was like freaking out because that just doesn't happen, right? So I actually decided to go for the augment physical, and the way I did this was lock prefixes. All right, so here I decided to go for the augment. I don't think I caught the beginning of the augment. Yeah, there we go. So there's the augment, and I hit T7, which sucks, but it was a 50-50 to hit that or leech. Unfortunate, but actually, even though it looks bad, it's extremely hard to hit higher than that, honestly. It's like a 1 in 8 for the next level. So this was definitely a very strong bow. I was able to get it to 700 plus fizz DPS. So, and that was sellable for, well, let's go to the next clip, actually. I can show you what I sold it for. All right, well, I actually forgot to, I used NVIDIA GeForce to record the thing, or the trade, but it didn't go through. I only caught the end of it. So anyway, here's the bow that I had listed for 90 divines. I got like 4 offers for it while I was asleep, because I like to leave my game logged in, and I have like a message that I'm asleep, I can get back to you when I get up. And I got a few offers, but then the next day I ended up selling it for 90 divines. I can show the trade window here. And then with that, I was able to sell the last few. I dropped all the items in my sell tab to, I think the claws I dropped to 20 divines each. I dropped the bow to 14 divines each. I got everything I could sold. And then I was able to buy the last few apothecaries for the Mageblood that you saw in the first clip. So yep, that's all I did there in the day that I was or like the day and a half that I was like half asleep. And here's some last clips of the stuff that I had listed. So yep, there it is. And I'll see you guys later.